Hey, well, good evening, everybody. It's Dave coming to you from the Wyoming house doing a fireside chat. It's Tuesday evening. It's coming up on about 7 p.m. Sasha and I just got back from the lounge. We had another great visit downtown, see the guys. Um, it's just funny how everybody loves Sasha and Sasha loves everybody, so it's a great fit. So, again, everybody kind of calls her the shop dog now, so it's great. But anyway, we got home and got cleaned up, got her dinner fed, and got a nice fire start. It's a great way to end the evening here. It warms up the house, especially this great room right here. And yeah, it's just such a nice way to spend or end the day, spending my evening and having a chat with you guys. So anyway, thanks for coming along for the ride tonight. So I did two videos earlier today. Both had nothing to do with what our channel's normally about, but yeah, I did one on, I think I called it Cryptos for Dummies. It was just how to dive into that world if you don't know anything about it. What's the easiest way to get started? And then the other one was, how am I doing on my AI automated trading bots? And boy, I got to tell you, I do not feel qualified to talk about those subjects much, but I like helping people out. So, and there've been so many questions. That's just why I did the two videos today. So I probably should have put the disclaimer in there that it wasn't financial advice and that you would die lonely and penniless if you followed either video, but I forgot to put that in this morning. So here in Wyoming, we warmed up a little bit today. It started out like minus 17, but we got all the way up to 10, so we had a little bit of a heat wave today. I actually had a plus sign on the temperature today, so I think we got another couple cold mornings, but I think the deep freeze will be behind us after tomorrow or Thursday. So that's part of living here, though. You don't know what you're going to get. You might get no winter. You might get a crushing winter. You just don't know. So I know I've seen the lowest I've seen here at the house and over at Oxbow Bend. I've seen minus 34 several times, but I don't think we're going there this year. But you definitely know you're at 8,000 feet in the Rocky Mountains when you're here in the middle of January. That's for sure. And no whinging, no bitching, no complaining, no whinging. Um, just part of living out here, and you know what you're buying, you know what you're getting when you come here, whether you buy here as a home or you come here to visit. Even if you come here to ski, yeah, it's going to be cold. That's just part of the deal. Don't bitch about it. And it's kind of, I like everyone's attitude out here, kind of, individual responsibility, take care of yourself, help others, don't bitch because nobody cares. I like that creed. So I know I mentioned the lounge, but I don't talk about it much. But I thought tonight, one of the ideas I had was one of the things I like so much about our lounge is we have a lot of people that come through there just for the retail, but we have a lot of people that come and sit down and are part of our club or whatever we call it. And it's become apparent now. I've been going there over 2 years, and it really is true that none of us care who you are or what you do. Nobody cares what you're worth. And we don't, it's not that we don't care. We love to talk about what you do for a living, where do you live, how did you get here, how long. I mean, we love the personal aspect of the stories, and we talk to each other personally a lot. And we talk to the group. Lots of times we're sitting in a circle of 10 or 15 people, and when there's 10 or 15, usually there's 2 or 3 conversations going on. But when it's a little bit smaller, 4, 5, 6, 7 people, lots of times we're all sitting around talking to each other as one big group. And I've got to say, it's an organization, it's a club, it's a lounge. It really brings no judgment to people, and I do enjoy that. Now, we don't care if you're a welder, we don't care if you're a builder, we don't care if you're a roofer, we don't care if you're an unbelievably rich real estate magnate. We don't care if you're a government employee. Um, we don't care if you're a front desk person, and if you work retail, we just don't care. I think we treat each other all equally. There's really no sense. If you were to walk in the room, you would have no idea who the welder is. He's dirty some days, but in general, you'd have no idea who the welder is versus who's the IT guy versus who's the real estate guy versus, who's working a front desk somewhere. You just wouldn't know it. And if you sat down and listened to the conversation, you still wouldn't know it. It's not until you start to get to know us on a personal level that would you have any inkling of where people fit in what society would call the structure. So that is truly, truly enjoyable. And we have some great conversations because we set all the social shit aside and we just enjoy each other. And to find so many guys, so many men of all ages, from mid 20s to 70, and we all fit together, and we found new friends in each other. And I never thought that was possible. And I think I mentioned it in the past, and several of you and I have talked about it one-on-one, but to be 60 years old and have met so many new friends over the last 2 or 3 years, that was just something that I didn't think was going to come back into my life. And I feel almost like I'm back in college when I'm in there with those guys, because a bunch of smart asses and joke, but we're pretty serious too. We solve issues for each other, talk through problems, come up with ideas, but we have a lot of fun together too. It's BYOB. So, people bring different things, all the way from Bud to 21-year-old Scotch, and nobody cares. And everybody shares, and it's just a fantastic environment. So, it's just wanted to say that out loud and let people know just why I talk about the lounge so, I don't know, so greatly, is because of how much I enjoy it there and how much I enjoy all those guys down there. It's truly great, and it picks me up. I leave there better than when I left every single time, and I truly enjoy it as part of my daily life here in Wyoming. So another aspect of why I love it out here so much is people are largely self-reliant, meaning either their own businesses and sold them, or they continue to own and make their own income out of it, or these guys have 1 or 2 or 3 jobs to make it. That part really doesn't matter. The part is that nobody's dependent on really the government. We have one government employee, but he's got a job and he works full time for it, and he'll earn his pension properly. But we're all self-reliant. We all carry that sense of individual responsibility that seems to be lost in the bigger cities. It's something I absolutely do not feel, and I did not experience in DC for 25 years. I don't see it or feel it in Baltimore in any way when I'm around the city. And even the surrounding areas, the surrounding counties, have become very much a conversation about what's the government going to give me next, or what more can I get from the government, or why is society screwing me, or how is society going to fix my issue. And I don't get that much out here. I've been out here a little over 3 years, half time. You guys know I do these sort of 6-week, 2-month back and forth. So I spend half my time here and half my time on the East Coast in Maryland. And it is very, very different. And I truly enjoy. Several of you said, yeah, you seem more relaxed or happier when you're in Wyoming. And it is. I prefer my wife be here with me, and the other dogs. And I wish my kids could be here more. But outside of that, I truly enjoy being here and enjoying the community that's here, and that sense of personal responsibility, and the sense of being ready to help somebody rather than be ready for somebody to help you. I really enjoy that, and I'm much more comfortable in that environment, and I'm much more comfortable talking this way and being more direct and being more honest when I'm surrounded by a bunch of guys who think like that, or who have similar mindsets, and similar personalities. So anyway, that's part of the reason I come out here, and part of the reason you hear me talk about it so much. So why would I bring all that up about all that fun and all those guys and all those friendships in the lounge? Well, let's have a CEO school moment, and that is to make sure that we develop and maintain face-to-face human interactions in our life, for sure, particularly as our kids grow up, or our brothers or sisters move away, and maybe our kids turn into adults and they develop their own lives. These are all natural things. I mean, I don't want my kids living in the basement either. But particularly as a business owner, as you're trying to run or grow a business, we have drifted as a society far too far away from face-to-face meetings and face-to-face human contact. We've gone to texting, we've gone to Zoom meetings, we've gone to email, and I use all those tools. I mean, I'm not saying they're evil tools, but they should enhance our face-to-face relationships. And that may mean you have to get on a plane. If your kids live far away, it might mean driving further than you want to drive, or flying to go spend some time with them, and not always expecting everybody to come to us. I think particularly as older guys, we maybe go, oh, how come the kids don't call? How come the kids don't come by anymore? How come the kids only stayed for the day? How come they didn't spend the night? I think we have to be a little more open about making sure that we take the time to go be face to face. And I know when I ran the company, I was considered a bit of a dinosaur even then, even though it's been 6 years I've been out. But we did all our meetings face to face. And very rarely did we have video teleconferencing, the old VTC world, or Zoom meetings. We had people come to the office, or we went to the remote sites. And I see two of the guys here in the lounge, they still run companies, and they're gone from us a fair amount as they go off on these 1 day, 2 day, 4 day site visits. And I just think that's an incredibly important thing that we're losing as a society. And as individuals, we should each fight for it with our own relationships, our own families, and in our professional relationship, particularly if you're the senior side of a relationship. If you have a junior or a subordinate, make sure you're spending physical time with them, sitting them, whether it's having a cup of coffee or lunch or a drink after work. If you have to do performance reviews, you do them face to face. If you have performance corrections, they're done face to face. So that's just the CEO school. The element for tonight is make sure you're actually substituting away some of these electronic crap and move back towards face to face. You can certainly enhance the relationship you've built physically with all these other tools. I'm not meaning we should take them away. Email, how can you work without it, right? And Zoom meetings and conference calls. And these are all things that are, part of our daily lives now, but they should not be a substitute for developing a face-to-face relationship. There is so much about human interface that comes from nonverbal tells. And video conferencing, Zoom meetings and such do not give you a lot of verbal cues. You have to be in the room to feel it, to see it, to feel the discomfort, to feel the comfort, and work through it. All right, guys, that's enough for tonight. I hope you had a great Tuesday. Hope you got a good week planned in front of you. As we talk CEO school stuff, I hope you're using to-do lists. I hope you got a calendar out there. I hope you got your week planned in front of you. I hope you have a few surprises out in front of you now. I hope these things are working for you. That's it, you guys. I'll say may God bless you and the lives of those around you. I pray that He turns His ear to your prayer. I hope and pray that He blesses your life as well as He has blessed and continues to bless mine. Thanks, you guys. We'll talk tomorrow. Good night, everybody.